Just the approach this week going in with using your two quarterbacks.
Sure, we're excited about both of them. I mean, they've had a good camp, and we're ready to see what they can do under the lights.
What are you looking for from Tyler this week? I know he seems to have grabbed the reins, but now this first game week when he's the full-time guy, what do you expect from him?
Well, we've been very fortunate. He's been in SEC football games, so it's been pretty good to have him under control under the center, so he understands the tempo and what it's like and what we need done.
Coach Mullen talked about how experienced Jackson State's defense is. What do you see from them when you look at them on film?
They are experienced. I mean, when you watch them, they're always in the right places. I mean, you don't see people just totally uncovered and running down the field. I mean, they do a nice job of putting the guys on the guys they need to cover and the people that they need to be around. And we've got to go execute what we have to go do.
What do you see in the Joseph LeBeau kid? What does he seem to do well?
Everything. I mean, he's a good football player. He really is, and I think he helps them, a bunch, and we've got to be aware of him. And as you well know, in the state of Mississippi, there's a lot of really, really good football players. There's two universities here, that are playing the SEC, and there's a bunch more, and a bunch more of those universities have really good football players.
Your tackles are going to have to block them. How good do you feel about the tackle positions right now? I know there's, especially on the right side, you may be rotating those guys.
Well, again, I think that's where our youth is. Our youth is up front. Our receiver position, we've got a lot more veterans. We've got a quarterback that's played and a receiver that's played, and we've got running backs that play. Our youth is mainly up front.
Well, how do you feel about the tackles after camp?
Again, we're like you and I and the rest of us. We're waiting to see. When a guy has not played a whole bunch in the SEC, you're curious to see what that's like. That's some of the things that we're looking at. I can't give you an answer right now. After the game, I can't. but right now, it's one of those situations where that's where our youth is at. And we need to keep developing and keep coming on.
How do you strike the balance between you got so many receivers, so many veterans, and you'd like to get them all, but you want to win the game?
Well, again, it's a matter of who creates separation, who gets open. It's not a matter of, okay, now we're just going to throw it to you. It's one of those deals where we feel like we're pretty comfortable with the experience out wide, and there's a lot of guys can make some plays, and you've got to get the ball to them, see if they can make some plays.
Brandon Evans moving outside, what do you like from him out there, and do you think he's maybe has a chance to be more successful there than maybe last year?
He came in, he always was an inside receiver. We've moved him outside, given him the chance to get on the field more, and I think he's enjoyed that part of it. And he possesses great quickness and get in and out of the cut for us, and so we're looking forward to watching him to see how he develops out there.